Welcome in, everyone. I call upon the Great Spirit, guides, guards, protectors, angels and ancestors, and divine light to bring about a collective message this evening. A message of strength, a message of clarity, a message of protection, a message of healing and courage. Will, voodoo, root work, lie, black magic, all be banished and returned asunder. May it be bound to them for eternity. Let all abundance and prosperity, healing, and clarity commence and continue to flow, not only into my life, but my tribe as well as my collective. Let it be guided, guarded, and protected. And let anything that comes up against our rise be their demise. As above, so below, as within, so without. And so it is. Whoever this message is for tonight, you need to know that your ancestors stand with you. You have guides, guards, protectors that you don't know their names, and they stand with you due to the frequency of your heart. And those that come up against you, if they are not reading their karma now, they will be very, very soon. That is a very big mess coming through. And that have ill intention towards you, faced with their own guilt, by the divine light, the vengeance is yours. And let it seep into every bit of darkness to shine the light on those that deceive and lie and manipulate. There's nowhere to run, There's nowhere to hide. And those that are ridiculed, those that have been lied to and manipulated, they will see justice. It is written in the stars. I haven't even shuffled the cards yet. They will be coming forward due to their regrets. They will be coming forward for forgiveness. Due to their intentions. Voice of Souls, tell me more. Tell me what my collective needs to know tonight. The worst is a collective. And somebody's angry that you're reuniting with people. Somebody's angry coming out of your isolation. And that you're not submitting to their program and what they want for you. In your words, your abundance. This was a relationship that you had. Everything that they've sent to you barely has touched you. They knew what they were doing. And now the choice but to submit to what's coming back to them. Have no other choice but to submit to their karma. Trying to put your happiness on the line. Trying to take it away from you. Trying to instill physical pain in your life. Not willing to see things what it is. Not willing to take accountability for their actions. It's going to all be revealed to you soon. You won't have any other way to look at it, but for the truth that it is. great disrespect on your name, collective. And they will no longer have any other way to see you than the truth. That you are who you say you are. That you healed what you said you healed. And you will rise. Certain people are sad that you've cut them off. But they're only sad because you're no longer accepting their energy. They would give anything to get back into your energy. They're even willing to give up your soul, or even theirs for that matter. And quite frankly, they got you to try to give up your soul. They got you to try and give up. And your ancestors are extremely proud of you. The angels that stand with you, your ancestors, your guides and guards and protectors, and the great spirit of creation itself. They all stand with you. So give them the honor by not giving up. Surrender to your liberation. They want you in confusion. They don't want you making decisions. And when you make decisions, they want you making the wrong ones. So that way you are left depleted and stranded. Their motives will be illuminated if they have not already. Their masks are slipping, collective. And Judgment Day is here. And they are headed to purgatory for changing or trying to change your perception of love. Thank you, Spirit. Continue to believe in the miracles. Continue to believe in the magic. And continue to believe that you are loved. Because there are no words to express the love that the divine has for you. Continue staying in your authenticity of who you are, allowing your heart and soul to guide you, staying in the attitude of gratitude, knowing that everything is happening at the right time. The way forward will be illuminated. You are the messenger of war and peace. And you are the messenger of revelations and the resurrection. For some of you, you are the judgment angel. And Mother Mary stands with you. And so does the universal Christ and Mother Earth. You will be brought to a choice, into a transformation. You will be divinely guided by your angels. Your soul family is here. You are reuniting. And the intimacy that you feel within yourself regarding miracles will help you ascend. Continue moving forward within the frequency of love. Allow the unconditional love of the divine to fill your cup. Do not expect it from anyone else. The unconditional love of the divine will heal you deeper than any love one could give you. And people will wonder where you get your strength from. Let them wonder. Let the divine miracle into your life. It is crucial to your clarity, your understanding, as well as your way forward. Azrael comes with a message that healing will come from this. This is a time of change and transition. You may feel your current situation is out of your control. Azrael's angelic energy is here to bring you hope and strength. Healing is happening, so trust in yourself and your prayers, for the worst is almost over, and you will have good experiences once more. Thank you, Azrael, guiding me to healing within this time of change. Face your shadow. In order to contribute healing to the world and dispel the energy of darkness, you have to face the shadows of your own soul. It's not that they are bad, more that there are parts of your most authentic self and story that you are avoiding. And this will only hold you back from healing and growth. Face all parts of yourself right now. I am willing to light up all parts of myself. See things from a higher perspective. The sky beings are saying that you are being guided to take a higher perspective. And do not allow yourself to be limited by what you do not see or understand. Do not allow your current experience to disrupt you from being the force of light that you want to be. Be open to see things differently and with consideration. By being willing to shift your perspective, you allow angels to bring divine order to your life. Thank you, sky beings, for helping me see this differently. I'll go with it, Spirit. I'm going to clarify now voice of souls to get a little bit more information as to what is prevailing. Apparently, the narcissist paranoid. You've got them all insecure and guarded. Aw, poor muffins. Bless your heart. They're stuck. They've got no other options. They're filled with unforgiveness, and they're trapped. They cannot run, and they cannot hide. Do not let them back in. Vibe, what's going on with this physical pain on its side? Can I get 3 cards, please? wanted you paranoid. They wanted you cautious. They wanted you insecure. They wanted you guarded. They didn't want you to have anybody to love. They didn't want you to allow anybody within your energy. Because the people that I speak to, your light workers, your chosen, your earth angels, your star seeds, when a person like us love, we change the frequency of the planet. And I've seen a video there in the East about how the divine unions have been split up and have been eradicated in order to bring about more evil and darkness to the world. And there will be a time and a place where these divine unions will come back together. Our lives depend on it. They want you healing, collective. And they don't want the world healing either. They want the world in shambles. And I do believe there is someone in your energy that is deprived. They are very weak. And they are running out of options to come forward. And they are now the paranoid one. And they are very, very cautious as how they want to come forward, as to readjust their mask so they can play this game of deception in your face. Fortunately for them, you know they were wearing a mask. Unfortunately for them, you've seen their mask slipping. And soon, they will have no other choice but to take their mask off due to their own intentions on how they come at you. They want to come out of separation, and they want to get close to you to bring about a chaos and to continue to keep you and prevent you showing self-care to yourself, as well as giving you time to meditate or introspect. And unfortunately, they have no longer any access to your energy. So they are no longer able to cause this. You are nurturing your again. Submission. Your family is asking, your karmic family, might I add, is asking you to submit to their bullshit. So that way that they do not have to receive their karma for what they've done. And if it's not your family, it is people that call themselves your family. They play this character. Really, they should get a Grammy for the decision that they've brought into your life. To gaslight you into thinking that they're not a narcissist when they're extremely toxic. These could be so-called friends that choose to smile in your face and laugh behind your back, to throw rocks and hide their hands. And the fact that they see that you're no longer left out, and the fact that you're no longer getting the silent treatment or the fact that you're no longer allowing their deception and their pain to hit you, and the fact that you're no longer wanting to get them to so-called mentor you, and that you are healing and practicing self-care. The fact that you're wanting to burn bridges. For some of them, they are expecting an apology from you, collective, when they're the ones that did damage. They are very hurt at the fact that you are sticking up for yourself. And they want you to feel trapped, stuck, with no options. Their mask is slipping, and they're resentful at the fact that you still live, that you're still striving, and you're succeeding. And all this time, they tried to project their karma onto you, to slow you down, to get you confused and conflicted, to get you stuck in a dead-end kind of situation. They tried to portray you as a karmic, when you are in fact in your divine energy. And this is why you've cut ties with them, and they're extremely bitter about it. They're bitter, their anger is surmounted. And all they do is have your name in their mouth. So anyone that chooses to have any ill will or ill speak of me or my tribe will let you eat every single word and let it hit you in the deepest parts of your soul for keeping our name in your mouth and creating deception, trying to keep us from stepping into our divine path. May you eat your words by divine light. The vengeance is yours, divine. Seek every place of darkness and bring it to light, and let all be revealed. Burden of tears reversed. The fact that you're not suffering in silence anymore, collective, it irks them. It pisses them off. And again, they're creating rumors and gossip and being nosy. They're very abusive, being very unpredictable, social or psychopaths, trying to keep you from low up, claiming you're the narcissist. Meanwhile, they're the ones that are toxic. The only reason why they're bent out of shape is because you are coming out of isolation. You're no longer feeling rejected or left alone because the divine light is within you. You've remembered who you are. you remember what you stand for. And this is why your ancestors and the divine light is standing with you. And they are salty about this whole endeavor. The fact that what used to rip you apart no longer rips you apart. The fact that what you used to have as issues and challenges is no longer an issue or a challenge. What about happiness on its side? Spirit is saying the way that you will have happiness is if you unblock them. Look in your energy. But they see you that you're not burnt out anymore. You're no longer burdened by the pain they throw at you. You're no longer empty. They see you longing for happiness. And these particular people are longing and missing you, wanting a reunion, so that they can do it all again. No reunion. They weren't there to have divine love with you. They were there to play a part, to make it seem like that's what I wanted. It was only to rip you apart. It was only to rip your heart apart. It was only to rip your soul apart and make you lack and powerless and helpless. But because the divine light fills your heart, that's no longer the case. They didn't want you inspired. They didn't seeing the success. They didn't want you enjoying your success. They didn't want you to be optimistic. And they played a cure, as if they were very, very giving. And they tried to love bomb you to make you feel comfortable, only to rip out the rug from underneath you. And the fact not fall for that love bomb pisses them off. There's certain people out there that are pissed off that you did not take an offer because it was planned. It premeditated that you were to take this offer to find peace and tranquility. But what you were walking into is a situation where your boundaries would have been obliterated. Your walls, your standards, your peace of mind would no longer exist. They were offering an illusion of peace in order to spend your money, your energy, and your well-being. Playing around as a character of compassion and love. And this is why we need a discernment collective. Because there are people there parading around as if they care, when we don't. These are very deceptive people, thinking that they know better, think you're an idiot, thinking that you're stupid. Some of these people actually think you're an idiot. They think you're stupid. They actually think that you're a pushover, not realizing that you're a warrior. They're underestimating your power, capabilities. They are totally underestimating your protection. Where they feel that you're very, very stupid and naive. They really need to check themselves before they wreck themselves. Without you lifting a damn finger. Okay, I will wait. Animal Whispers. Give me a 5 stack of what we need to know. And right out the shot. Right out the gate. That's the twice now that the Freedom card has come out. 2 different decks. For revealing a truth. Somebody's not happy. Because no matter how many times they try to diminish your fire that you have within you, you just keep getting that much more assertive. Even the men portraying themselves as friends. They're trying to steal your magic. They're trying to steal your secret sauce. Yet it remains guarded. They are underestimating the power that you have within you, and that the power that is around you. They're trying to rid any miracles coming into your life. They're trying to dull you out so that you do not shine. All the while you are following your higher calling. You're not a poser. You're standing in very authentic energy. You're not faking it till you make it. They're trying to take away your ability to sing. They're trying to take away the ability to think on your feet. They're trying to take away your rebirth. But they do not understand the supernatural essence of who you are. They do not understand your perseverance or your wisdom that you hold within you. They do not understand the darkness that you've had to endure. And this is why they feel just a pushover. This is why they feel that you're naive. This is why they feel that you're easy to manipulate. And this is where they try to disingenuate you by creating an energy of no nobility, no authenticity. They do not want you to be celebrated for your success. Unknowns to them of the powerful forces that guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. All you need to do is believe in yourself. They want you in this constant desperation to where you have to work and 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 work. They want you desperate. They want you agitated. They want you begging. And they want you looking like a novice, like a noob, like you don't even know what you're talking about. They want you looking like you're crazy, with no sense of adventure, paranoid. They don't want you recognizing your intuitive abilities. They do not want you standing in your authenticity. They do not want you taking action towards any particular possibilities. Understand this, collective. The ones that think you are naive are naive. The ones that think that you're a joke are the joke. The ones that think that you're a pushover are the pushover. Because of their insecurities within themselves. The fact that you stand in your authenticity, the fact that you are authentic, the fact that you are intuitive, and the fact that you are taking action to into a new reality of infinite possibilities. They're going to take your perception and your perspective away from you by making you feel less than. You in a position of desperation. Rose-pink dragon prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. So open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. The deep blue dragon keeps safe by clearing your pathway. So trust that you are protected and walk on a path of light. The golden orange dragon extends your light for ascension. So be peaceful, warrior. Help those in need and remember your magnificence. There were people who were brought in to collaborate with you. But the fact that you did not collaborate with them, angry. These particular energies wanted to siphon your energy. They would have sooner lied right to your face than been honest and transparent. Who I'm speaking to, you listen to the guidance that your guides give you. They've saved your life. And for people to have the intention to deceive you, and for them to be pissed off, the fact that they were not able to deceive you and manipulate you the way that they want to, has them all butthurt. We got the Three of Pentacles. This is representing the collaboration. So they tried to collaborate with you. But it was only to hold you back, to desensitize you, and to prevent you from moving forward, to keep you in indecision, keep you confused, keep you trapped. But you're a high priest or a high priestess. You're very intuitive. And you have the powers of the universe at your fingertips. They really have no clue as to who they were messing with. It's pretty sad that they have to get groups and groups and groups and groups to collaborate to come up against you. It's actually quite pathetic. Because they damn well know that if they came to you, to your face, you would ruin them. They would melt. But the fact that they chose to be so deceptive and conniving and entitled, all to bring them comfort, all to let them feel as if they were part of something. When you have to group together and collaborate with a bunch of people to feel good about yourself or have any type of power, you're a sad, pathetic human being. The divine sees things. And before you even take action to do something, the divine already knows what you are about to do. So to think that you're going to get by with a little help from your friends, the bigger they build it, the farther they fall. Specifically on a foundation of quicksand. When you build something on the back end of lies and deception and manipulation and evil, you do not build things with power. You build things through illusion. It's glamour. It's not real. It has no lasting success. They build it on pain and suffering and lies and deception, thinking that they're going away with it. This is why you must be careful of the false light. Righteousness, integrity, does not fall within a false light. It falls within the divine truth of the divine light. The false light is all about pleasure. It's about gluttony, greed, the divine light, healing, courage, honesty, and integrity. Most of all, being honest with yourself. Everyone that has collaborated to come up against you, to ruin you, to hold you back is about to receive their lashings. And not only are their towers fallen, but the truth is coming back. The truth will be revealed because you are standing on your truth. You are standing in your authenticity. You are standing within the balance of your masculine and feminine within you, allowing the divine to orchestrate your life. And when they feel they are collaborating against you, what they are truly collaborating against is divinity, the very thing that they seek. So for them to support you, for them to thwart you, for them to ridicule you and judge you, is their demise. And this is how inconsiderate they are. This is how utterly naive that they are. The worst is over, collective. Their lies are coming to an end. Being shut up. They are being zipped. They are being sat the fuck down. They are being put in their place. Some of these people wanted you homeless. So they are facing homelessness. Some of these people wanted you fighting for your life. So now they are fighting for their life. Some of these people wanted you sick, tired, depleted, and in the hospital. So now they are sick, tired, and depleted, sitting in the hospital. The proof is in the pudding, collective. What you continue to focus energy on becomes you. So if you are focused on your healing, you will heal. If you are focused on your progression and your rise, then you will rise. The truth is coming out. There are people taking action towards you now. And they will also be coming forward to allow you to know certain information. Some of this information is they were only in it to deplete you. They were only in it to take from you. They were not in it to support you. The only reason why they offered anything was to rip you of your independence and to have you submit to their pain and their suffering that they wish for you. To break your heart when you found your self-worth. To make you feel worthless when you had your heart filled with divine light, with divine love. To keep you from moving forward and discovering the truth, and to discover your talents and your gifts. But that what they chose to steal and take away from you is about to return to you sevenfold. And they even want you to miss out on that. You're being asked to guard your heart's time and to stay within your integrity and the harmony within. Slow and steady wins the race. Continue to be consistent, to continue moving forward. No more? Yes. Continue being guided, guarded, and protected, standing in your authenticity, standing in that what you are moving towards. You're manifesting something beautiful. Words cannot even describe what you are manifesting. That is how truly beautiful it is. And for people to not love you for that, and for people to try to ruin that for you, they're only ruining it for themselves. Because despite how painful they feel, and despite how envious they feel, despite how angry they feel about you, collective, these manifestations are just for you. They are for the world. So those that come against you, they go up against themselves and their own peace of mind, their own healing, their own clarity, their own strength. For them to gather and collaborate with other people to ruin you is only ruining their own blessing. This is why it's so detrimentally important to only do unto others as you would have done to yourself. I've been hopping couches for over 17 years. All I'm looking for is a place to call my own, a place to feel safe, and a place to offer someone else if they need healing. I'm not out here wishing people ill. I'm not out here wishing the demise of people. I'm not out here thinking ill will on anyone. All I ask of the divine is to give you that you deserve. Allow you to balance out your karma. Allow you to receive the dark wherever you sit on that spectrum. I'm asking for you to receive the courage so that way you can receive the healing. That way you can receive the love that you deserve. Wish you the day that you deserve. No matter what that consists of. By the blessings and abundance of the divine light. They choose to betray you. They choose to keep you juggling. They choose to continue to throw you illusions. They continue to have you delving into your shadow. They could be stingy and very greedy. They continue to be deceptive. They continue to lash, throw rocks, and hide their hands. They continue to have you overthinking and anxious about making any decisions or taking any type of action, because they are emotionally dependent on your compassion. They are energetically dependent on your legacy. They don't want you moving forward with love because they see what you have coming to you in the future. They see that the wheel of fortune is working in your favor. And they're so hard to ruin every single thing that comes to you. Anything that you find happiness in, they try to ruin it. They try to destroy it. They try to take it away from you. They try to create a situation where you cannot walk away. That you're always holding on to some grudge or some pain in your heart. They want you feeling that you need to reconcile with injustice, to be wishy-washy, to be out of control, to be in isolation, to be powerless and self-sabotaging. Meanwhile, you're a very, very powerful manifester. So they're trying to make you manifest your demise rather than your blessings and your abundance. And they do this by continuously throwing you this energy, thinking that eventually it will have you break, not realizing you're using it. Not realizing you're turning your pain into power. And it doesn't matter what wolf you feed. Both wolves are stained. Just as they throw you this darkness to your dark wolf, the divine matches your light. Just as they try to take your peace, the divine brings you more creativity and passion. Just as they do not want you to walk away, and they ruin your movement forward, the divine gives you the ability to move more steps forward, guiding the way by miracles, guiding your way by clarity and foundation, integrity, and the internal wisdom, allowing you to finally heal and put those burdens down that you've carried for so long. Every time they tried to bring up the past to hurt you, to rip you apart, it was a time of acknowledgement of how far you've come. It's an acknowledgement of the growth, the strength, the variety, perseverance, your authenticity. Always remember where you've come from, collector, because that will bring you back to how far you've grown, how far you have excelled and ascended into your authentic version of who you are. Your past does not define your future. Your past does not define who you are. A lot of the people that are resonating with this message have been groomed into being the monster that they fear. And when you alchemate and you transmute the pain to power, that monster that they created becomes your protector. This is one of the joys of making a deal with the divine rather than the devil. Because where the devil provides you with this false light of illusions and glamour, the divine light gives you nothing but truth and authenticity. It actually gives you something solid to build on. It's not having you build something on deception and lies. This is the Great Awakening, collective. And it's a great awakening reason. There's about to be some extremely shook individuals. There's about to be very, very shook individuals. The fact that they've stalled out your awakening, they've stalled out your healing, they've stalled out all of this progress, or thinking thereof that they have, it's only brought you to what you really want. And the more they thwart your abundance, the bigger it gets. The more they keep you from your stability, the stronger it gets. The more they try to rip away your heart and the love that you have for yourself and others through compassion, the more love prevails. This is why they say, do not touch my anointed. Do my prophets no harm. Everyone that comes upon you that wants you to be helpless will be helpless. You need to have faith within every act of your being. You need to have love within every ounce of your being. You need to have courage within every aspect of your being. And know that you are guided, guarded, and protected. Not allow the distractions to tear you away from your peace of mind, your integrity, and what you stand for. Understand that there are about to be some major miracles working in your life. Despite what it looks like right now, it is all glamour. It is deception. You have angels bringing balance to your life situation. They stand with you. It's not just your ancestors. Some of you actually come from very genuine bloodlines that were deceived and brought to their knees to sell their souls to evil, which created curses on your line. And we are in such a time, those bloodline curses are being eradicated and banished back to hell from where they came. It takes a true essence of heart and soul to break those curses. And with the strength of the divine, with the power of that divine light of life itself, you will prevail. You will succeed and you will rise. And this will be where the meek will inherit the earth. Those that are first will be last, and those that are last will be first. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. Because your ancestors walk with you. Your angels walk with you. Your tribe walks with you. And all it takes is for you to remember and to believe and to hold that belief so deep within your heart and soul that nothing, no matter what your environment, can change it. That what has been hidden in the dark will always be revealed. And this will create a transformation. It will be exposed. It will bring you a new perspective to find hope and readjustment to what truly matters. It very well bring challenge and growth. But with the divine light within you, around you, in front of you, and behind you, you will always prevail. When you allow the divine light within your heart, you fear not. For the truth will always be revealed. The hardest that you need to do is remove your expectation of this matrix. Stop trying to fit in somewhere you don't belong. It's like trying to put a triangle into a square. It doesn't work. I'm shuffling up the karmic deck. I want you to help me out. Go answer the poll. Am I picking off the top of the pile, the bottom of the pile, or the middle of the pile? Well, go answer the poll, Ryan. I want at least 25 votes. Let's go. There's 36 of you. So let's go. To the ones that are watching me on TV and have no access to the chat, that's okay. Come on, I've got 45 people in the chat. Let's get some votes. Come on. This is where you get participation points. This is where you get to feel included and where you get to tap in to find out about the karmics that are in your life and what they're up to. So if you yourself dealing with some karmics, put in your vote. Literally, this is probably the only place where your vote matters. So vote. There's no conspiracy. Get her done. Come on, at least get me 25. That's like 6 more. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I need 5 more votes. Do this. Come on, you're holding us up. Come on. Be a part of the miracle instead of the problem. Let's go. Are you going to be part of the progress or part of the problem? Years, Anita. Try 40. Unless you, of course, know something I don't. Two more votes. Let's go. Come on. And I promise I won't move the goalpost. Yes, 17 years couch surfing. As long as I've been waiting on the list, but I've been couch surfing longer than that. I left home officially. I couldn't take it anymore. Two more votes. Come on. Apparently you're living rent-free in somebody's head. They can't stop thinking about you. They keep saying, man, you were the wrong one to mess with. I'm getting a feeling they're absolutely petrified. They're scared of you. They're extremely intimidated. As they should be. Come on, one more. One more. Do it. I'm not looking to the poll until I see 25 votes. All right. From the middle. All right, the middle it is. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. I just had a old school friend message me saying that they'd be reminiscent about the first tarot reading that they ever received from me in high school. Would you believe it? I've simply been doing this that long. And people think I'm a poser and a fraud and I don't know what I'm talking about. To the point I don't even need the cards, really. But anyway. And I've had people come back to me from high school, say, you know, Aiden, you were right. I'm like, right about what? Oh, that reading that you gave me back in high school? Yeah. You were like right on the... I'm like, of course. Why would you think anything different? Stay grounded. Choose your peace. Somebody's extremely jealous, but they're hiding it. They're trying to shit all over your success without you finding out. But they're too much of a coward to go get their own. Something else they're hiding? They're misunderstanding you on purpose. Where they're coming at you like they understand what you're talking. They're playing in your face is what they're doing. Saying they understand you, they understand what you're going through. They're being compassionate. But they're really... Why? Because they're a karmic masculine or a karmic feminine. And they're a silver spooner, spoiled piece of shit brat. They get everything handed to them. They don't work for anything. They're not willing to heal. Fuck, they're not even willing to sit on the dock. They have no patience. Whatever. And sure as hell, they don't want to be looking at all dead fish that's within them. All the dead and stinky ass fish that they swept under the rug. They're rotting away and they're wondering, why does it smell so bad? That's okay, they're done with their sins for now. I think they've been corrected. They're not going to anymore. I think they learned their lesson. Who knows, they might have gotten burned. They're no longer smiling in your face. And they're sure as hell no longer laughing behind your back. When the rabbit's got the gun, happy Easter. Surprise. You could be a Sag. You could be dealing with the Sag. But if you're dealing with the karmic Sag, the Sagittarius would be reversed, right? Flip it where it needs to go. Oh. Okay, so there well could be a Sagittarius that is acting like a divine masculine, divine feminine, but they're really not. They're a poser. See how the truth always is revealed? You're probably dealing with the Sagittarius. Clearly not an open-minded hippie. Closed-minded poser, more like. You could represent an emperor or an empress, or stepping into that divine energy. You're no longer having to flip tables or stomp fables, because that's the divine's job. You just sit there and watch with your box of popcorn, watching them manifest their disaster. Negative Nancy. Peanut gallery gossip king or queen. Can't keep your name out of their mouth. You need to slow down. You're going too fast. Or maybe you're too stiff. Maybe you need to speed up. Flip it where it goes. But the card states, stop for a moment. Be in the stillness. And close your eye, breathe. And go back to your heart space. The perfect place to do this is when you're taking a spirit or when you're soaking in the tub. Because you put your ears under the water and listen to the beat of your heart. It's the best place to do it. But maybe now time to speed up and to get moving again. For some of you, it will be one. For others, it will be the other. You could have a very karmic Aries in the mix. Somebody that's having a hard time finding a way to come forward and not having anything to offer you. Because you're speaking. Your name could be Timmy. Timmy the Truther, the Holy Revealer. Because you're speaking so much truth, you're living rent-free and they're anxious. They're so cowardice. They don't want to hit the brick wall. They see it ahead. They check themselves before they wreck themselves. And a lot of your ops are retreating, as they should. Some of them are trying to go deep and actually heal, which is very, very good. They're done with the superficial snorkel gear, being surface level. They're now going deep. There very well could be an Aquarius, or you need to have hope. There's a dark angel, a fallen angel, that's no longer guided, guarded, or protected. They're definitely taken off the divine VIP list. This very well could be a Cancer. Very well could be a Leo. Some of you have healed your codependency on others. Now you're probably craving for solitude. You've let go of the bitterness. Karmic grapefruit, bitter as fuck. It's in the reverse. So you're stepping into your divinity. You're stepping into loving yourself again, showing yourself compassion. You may be the wrong one to mess with, but you're the one to mess with. Because you have beautiful energy, collective. You just need people to treat you right. People are coming at you with this reactive abuse because they know it doesn't work. They know they get retribution, they get judgment coming at you. So now you're not having to react because the divine kicks in and literally puts them in their place. Get your popcorn ready. It's going to get entertaining. The people that were closed-minded muggles are opening up their mind to the possibility. We very well could be talking about a Scorpio. There very well could have been a Scorpio that came in to harm you. deliberately not telling you that they had an entity or an STD attachment. They were actually looking to harm you. Very well be a karmic Virgo. That is clearly not a chosen one. So a not so caring Karen is about to show face. Aggressive extrovert. So somebody wants to get face, collective. Where you rise from one level to a new level, there will always be a new devil. The choice is yours, whether you want to stay in your energy or not. The best way to step up and out of karmic energy is to listen to that essence and that calling within you. The moment you start giving it space, it bites in ways that you can't even wrap your head around. There's no words to express. It actually is Kitty. Fire signs, they tend to have light-colored hair or light complexion, fair complexion. Earth signs tend to have, and I'm talking like in your rising sign, your moon sign, and your sun sign, okay? You can have one of either. Earth signs usually tend to have a darker complexion. Water signs, they tend to have a darken. Air signs, they have a light to a dark complexion. It does have to do with genetics. However, if they don't have it as their sun sign, they will have some similar for their moon sign or their rising sign. So fire signs and I want to say air signs, they have more complexion, where water and earth signs have a darker complexion. Now this doesn't necessarily mean that they are African American or anything that particular. It's just a different face, so different hair colors, different like a blonde to a brunette to a brown hair to a black hair and red hair and whatnot. And by complexion, I mean overall, necessarily just their skin color. But it does vary. It has a lot more to do with genetics. However, the day and the time, the planet's alignment for when you were born has more significance than actual sun sign. The planet alignments within the time that you were conceived and the time that you were born is extremely significant. So when you do your birth chart, okay, and your charts, once you find out what time of day you were born and what day you were born, you go back 9 months from that, and usually you can find out the day that you were conceived. And you should check out the chart at the time that you were conceived, as well as during your trimester, any type of alignment in a trimester of being born to your date of birth. And this will give you a little bit of a deeper aspect to who you are and how you stand with your sun sign, moon sign, and your rising sign. A lot of people didn't realize that. I found that very interesting to find out for myself. But some people don't even realize what time they were born. Some of them, they just guess. And they wonder why their chart is off. All right. I'm going to do 4 different timelines. So pick a timeline. I'm going to do a quick message for each timeline. Okay, this is going to bring us to midnight. Okay, we're looking at 11:37 right now. Anybody that would like to donate to the channel, you can do so through a super chat, super sticker, or super thanks. Or you can head on over to Hipsy and throw a tip. My PayPal is open for donations only. Do not get payment for readings in my PayPal. If you'd like a personal reading, I do have them available. You head on over to my link here on YouTube, or you can head on into the description box video, and all the information will be available to you. I am open for readings. There are a bunch to choose from. So go ahead and take your... All of it is greatly appreciated. And you can like, subscribe, and share. It all helps the channel. If by chance I'm off on a particular day, feel free to check in and choose any one of my 400 some odd videos. And don't allow the time of the video to discourage you from watching. Find pulls to you and click on it. Think of an angel number that to listen to and bring the timer, the fast forward to that particular angel number and see what message it has. If you find that message resonates, you can start it back at the beginning and watch the whole show. I'm great to listen to on the highway, on long drives, morning commute to work. Just don't be distracted. If you become a member, it is available. And 95% of my videos on my members side are ad-free. All right, timeline 1. Right off the top. All right, timeline 1. You need to focus on yourself. People are casting illusions. And you're at the process of breaking your own heart by allowing these illusions to overtake you. So stay to yourself. People are casting illusions right before your eyes. Very, very much a glamour magic to try to pull on your heartstrings, only to shatter them. Be vigilant. Understand it as only illusions to get your emotions. This very well could be family members that are being very, very deceptive and lying to you. You could with an air sign. They're creating conflict and wanting you out in the cold. And again, wanting you to lash out in active abuse. And this is why they're bringing deception and keeping you from any particular new endeavors and bringing chaos to your existence, trying to get you out of your comfort zone. Coming at you like they're helping you, but really they're actually taking you out of your healing. So be vigilant. Everything that you're doing, they're trying to ruin. They're trying to ruin it. And again, they're trying to keep me from speaking. They want you to shut up. Do not shut up. Keep being you. Keep focused on what you need to do. And step forward. The Chariot. This is discipline, determination, a way forward, guided by the divine. People are trying to deceive you, moving you in a different direction, telling you should do something different because what you're doing isn't helping you, when what you're doing right now at least saved your life. You've had no other choice but to show your determination and your stamina and stick up for what's right. Not only for yourself, but for other people. And this is all the while they try to discredit you and try to miss you and steal your energy. You're a high priest, high priestess. And they're trying to keep you at intuition. They're wanting you to overthink. And they do not want you taking action. They would sooner you stay in your shadow. They'd sooner you stay in your darkness. When you are a magician, all the tools that you have to manifest your best life are all within you. You need to stay true and stay firm with your footing, with your intentions, with magic, knowing that everything that you need is within you. They cannot take this from you. Okay? Can I get clarification on the Chariot? Yeah. They don't want you moving forward with the Two of Wands. They don't have any connection. They're lying to you, trying to break your heart, trying to deceive you from taking any type of action forward. Seven of Acorns. They want you sticking up for yourself, right? You're trying to stick up for yourself, but what are you sticking up for? Are they sticking up for their betrayal again? Nine of Crystals, reversed. They're lying to you. Being very, very deceptive, talking behind your back, thinking that you're not going to find out. You're a high priest, high priestess. They're collaborating with others to try to keep you from moving forward. They're trying to get you to miss out, trying to take you down. They don't want you moving forward with compassion or love. They would rather you bitter. They want you begging. They want you desperate. They want you disconnected from Most High. They want you disconnected from your higher power. They want you in a face of illusion. They want you being looked at as if you were delusional and crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. They don't want you strong enough in order to walk away to calmer waters either. So this is why it's so vigilant that you stay true to yourself and not allow the outer distractions to take away from what you're building and what you're doing. Can I get clarification? Yeah, they're trying to get you to procrastinate. But now is not the time to procrastinate. Now is the time is to get moving, because you may be feeling paranoid or trapped at this time. And it's due to the third parties, it's due to the haters, it's due to the supposed lessons that they're trying to teach you. Okay? They're paranoid, paranoid that you're going to find out the truth. Well, you're a high priest, of course you're going to find out the truth. You're no longer burdened, you're not burnt out, you're no longer empty. Why? Because the divine is healing you. That's why. The Fool and the Three of Pentacles. They're coming in and they're leaving. They're coming in and leaving. They're being nice to you, and then they're being fucking bitter. And then they switch it up again. It's to keep you stuck. It's to keep you thinking as to whether or not is this person who they say they are, or actually are they who they are behind the mask. They are showing you exactly who they are. Do not question it. Yeah. The minute they're not taking action, the next minute they're full of compassion. The next minute not taking action, the next minute they're full of compassion. It's a dead-end relationship. It's very, very clingy energy, and they're very covert with it. The shadow? Yeah. They'd sooner have you in your shadow and begging than them taking the consequences of their bad choices and visions and the games and the mixed signals that they're playing. The Magician? Yeah. You have every tool that you need to step forward, to do what you need to do. You have every bit of reason and lack of trust and disloyalty that acts on you. And now they're wondering why you're burning bridges and you're bringing marshmallows. Yeah. You're dealing with a psychopath. You're dealing with someone that's very, very conniving, very abusive, very unpredictable. Very stingy. Only thinks about themselves. If you ever needed a confirmation. Gaslighting yourself. Haven't they gaslit you enough? Now is the time to make a plan, Stan. Now is the time to make a plan. And don't act out of haste. Don't act out of character. Just know where they are showing up. And let them. Let them show up the way they want to. Because in that way, giving them freedom to do so shows you who they are. Gives you the ability to step into your new life by making a plan that no longer includes them. You know who you are, you know what you are, you know what you bring to the table. If people aren't appreciative of who you are, that's not your problem. Go where you are appreciated. Go where people will love you. Timeline 2. Right off the bottom. Spirit says I'm only doing 3 timelines. So I can correct it. Collective, there's a lot of perception and illusion currently, but things will be coming to light. Somebody's playing with your head, creating illusions, right? Screwing you in your mind, making you really kind of think about certain intentions. You're needing to nurture your heart and start loving yourself again, despite all of this illusion. People are trying to project their own insecurities on you, and it's now time to no longer allow that to happen going forward. People are trying to keep you from you transforming your life. They're trying to keep you from your liberation or transformation or transition. And they're celebrating this, when you should be celebrating the love that you have to offer yourself as well as others. You know deep within you, you are worth something. You have something to offer. But these people are taking you for granted. There will be new collaborations coming in. However, those that come up against you, I don't see it faring out very well for them. Be very vigilant and very discerning to who you take offers from. And understand that you need to ask questions. I get a feeling that certain people are going in and they're going to offer you something. There will be red flags. Listen to the red flags. Good night, Ryan. Sweet dreams. I'm also getting that there are certain people that are trying to collaborate with you, but they need your help. But they are not willing to take your help. They need your help. But they are not in a receival of that help. So understand who you're helping. Understand their motives behind assistance that they need. Are you enabling them? The moon? They're casting illusions so you don't walk away. And they don't want to see your mental clarity in the found. They want you missing out on that. They want you questioning it. They're being very, very sneaky with the way they show you compassion. And they see you, and this is why they don't want you transitioning, because you will be literally unstuck. And this is why they're trying to hold you back. The King of Shells with the King of Cups. Interesting. You need to double down on the protection of your heart, because they're really trying. Five of Crystals. Yeah. You're going through a major rebirth. You're recognizing how people show up in your life. And you're no longer taking faulty connections anymore. You're cutting them out once and for all. They're celebrating at all the illusions they're casting over you. But however, a switch to the table is there will be a lot of offers coming in that you will be celebrating very soon. You will be coming out of the old. You will be finding your own stability. Yeah, although there very well will be people here wanting to collaborate with you and productive, they don't. It's a one-way. It's a one-person situation. It's a one-way only. So yeah, I'll collaborate with you, but gimme. They're being very selfish. King of Crystals reversed. Yeah. You're going to come out of this with a new way of looking at love. Share love with the way you give love. You're finding a new way of looking at love, a new perspective. They want you to be in a very unstable energy, right? They want you begging, but that's not happening. The King of Cups on the King of Cups, this is talking about staying true to yourself and not allowing other people to desensitize you or break you. You're standing firm, and you need to continue to stand firm. Do not lower yourself. Do not lower your standards. It's in your best interest. All right. Timeline 3. Again, if these messages are resonating, the money thing is down in the corner. I would really appreciate some super chats. It is my main income. By supporting this channel, you become one of my mates. Become a member, and to help me out monthly, you're helping to invest in a safe haven. Once I get this safe haven up and I plan on doing some pretty awesome things. I plan on doing some pretty amazing work. But I need your help to do it. All right, timeline number 3. What do we got? Right off the middle. Timeline number 3, you'll be celebrating in the end. And you will be having justice as you rise to your next level. About to hit a pinnacle of success that you've never been before. You need to continue in your power. And where people are coming up against you and to get you out of your comfort zone and put you in a place of lack and addiction, It's not going to look too well for them. To who I'm speaking with, you've been doing this juggling act for way too long. You have more than enough courage and strength within you to keep going, but it's getting boring. Kitty cat. Greatly appreciated. You need to keep moving forward with and charm. You need to definitely move forward with clarity and truth, integrity. Be very focused. Act quickly. Because someone is trying to duke you out. They do not want you covering something. They do not want you to discover your actual power that you have within you. So they're trying to deceive you. They're trying to betray you. But you're seeing through it. You need to believe in the optimism. You need in the innovation that you are. The passion, the power, the intention, your intuition, your inner calling, your inner voice. You need to believe in that. You need to believe in the ability of you having success for you to receive. And people are trying to diminish that from you. They want you to believe that you're not the shaman, that you do not have spiritual wisdom, that you do not have what it takes to step into your position. You are already standing. They don't believe that you deserve to be standing where you stand. Okay? The audacity. You've been called to stand where you're standing. The divine has called you to stand where you're standing, and someone's trying to get you to question it. They want to make you feel like the wheel of fortune is not working in your favor, but I can guarantee you it's an illusion. An illusion due to the fact that they cannot wrap around their head your ability. They cannot wrap, or even for the sake of their cognitive abilities, they cannot even fathom or understand who you are to start with. And they're creating a great deception and betrayal that you are, as they are working it, you are releasing it. That what is done in the dark is coming to light. And success is on your horizon, collective. You need to nurture your truth. You need to nurture your heart. You need to nurture your peace of mind within yourself, your mind, body, and soul. And you need to hold that compassion. Do not allow anyone else to question that compassion. Do not allow anyone else to change you for having that compassion. And otherwise, do not allow the world to turn you cold. Okay? You will be reaching success and triumph. You will have the truth. You will have the clarity, and you will receive justice. You will be fulfilled. You will be celebrating, and you will rise to your highest timeline. And by doing this, by being in this energy, you will be successful, and you will be celebrating. Can I get more on the Two of Crystals? Two of Swords. So the ability for you to juggle, the ability for you to balance, is to make decisions. Allowing your intuition to guide you with that. The Two of Swords is about indecision and inability to make a decision because of a blindfold, and having no other choice but to listen to your environment and believe in your intuition, believe in your essence of who you are to make those decisions without knowing of your environment, without knowing what you have access to. Oh, thank you, Skittle. Can I get a card for strength, please? You know how they say that you need to worship God, the house of God? Collective, you are the house of God. Why would the house of God need to be in a house of God in order to worship God? Isn't that a little redundant? When you are made in the perfect of God, and you are of what God is, and God is you, all is coming from within the house. Listen to your inner calling. Somebody's trying to get into your heart space. They're trying to make you juggle. They're trying to distract. And by moving forward with action and focus, you nurture your truth. You need to nurture your heart space, just as I said earlier. Because someone is trying to keep you from discovering your true potential when you already know your true potential. They're making you question it. Where they want you to be in your shadow, you are releasing the pain, releasing the temptation of evil. You're releasing the pain, the suffering, the addictions, the things that hold on to you to keep you from rising. They weigh you down. You're releasing it. And this is when you go through the healing process. By going through that, shedding the light in the darkness, you eventually release that. And again, there's illusions. You're finding balance. Okay? Where you thought there was none. Where you feel the wheel was not working in your favor, you are finding balance. Continue to move forward. You're being called to do that. The fact that these people are trying to manipulate you, right? They are trying to betray you. You are releasing that. But by them betraying you, they want you acting out of character. They want you acting out of control. So that way they have something to meant. But they have nothing on you. Welcome in, Oz, all the way from Scotland. The King of Acorns with the Strength card. You only need to follow your intuition. Stay true to your intention of integrity, honesty, and truth, and compassion and love. They think by you moving forward the way that you are, that you're playing Russian roulette with your life. You're moving forward quite fine. Some people think that you're out of control, but that's not the case. Moving towards your beautiful new beginnings. And by you nurturing your heart and being peaceful and compassionate, they're trying to ruin everything you're building. They're trying to make you out to be an evil, deceptive, disgusting human being. And that's nothing of what you are. Yeah. When you hit this pinnacle of success and triumph, and the fact that you're getting your flowers, now they want to reconcile with you. Jump on the bandwagon and come for the ride. And behind the scenes, they've been talking about you, talking smack. Say a damn word about that. But let's just say it's going to be wish fulfillment number 3. You're needing to guard your heart, but keep your heart open to miracles. That's all I'm going to say. Yes, indeed. Oh, I can say that, Spirit? Okay. People tried to get in. Oh, wow. All right. We're talking about divine love here. Wow. We got the King and Queen of Cups. We got the Lovers. We got the Two of Cups with the Three of Shells. Stay open to the miracles. And the miracle will be. Do not say less. Do not lower your standards. Something does not show up correctly. That's on them, not you. If they show up and they choose to not have any respect for themselves, and a hell of a lot less respect for themselves than you do for yourself, probably not a match. Give them time to prove themselves rather than just jumping into it. Allow them through their actions, their words, and their intentions to validate who they choose to show up as. And judge them accordingly on how many green flags compared to red flags that you receive. If they are not willing to work through, compromise, and communicate about the red flags, they're not your person. If somebody cannot bring forward any particular understandings regarding these red flags, and they choose to just drop the subject and not talk about it, it's the person. If they cannot show up right in your own energy, and if they choose to manipulate you and guilt you and put you into this position of lack, all for their comfortability, all for their comfort, they're not your person. If they expect you to pretzel yourself into sin in order to make them comfortable, they're probably not your person. Time to open your eyes, open your heart, believe in the miracles that are about to jump into your life, and allow your haters and allow your ops to watch you eat. For there is being a table set for you, collective. You have no other choice but to watch you eat. The best is yet to come, collective. You've fought long and hard to where you are. It's only a matter of time. Continue being vigilant. Continue holding space, integrity, love and compassion, forgiveness. Don't forget. Kitty. A card for Kitty. Okay. Oh, you got 2. You got 6 of Shells and you got Page of Feathers. So there's going to be some new information coming in from someone of the past. This is less than wish fulfillment. And that what is done in the dark will come back to life, I think, or come out to light. I think somebody's feeling guilty. They're going to let you know as to what's going on. Somebody can't live it down. They're being haunted. So be vigilant, my dear. Again, good things are happening. Cesar, thank you so much. Let's do a card. There's some major decisions that you need to make. You reevaluate, looking at love. Understand that you have the power within you to keep moving forward. You are a magician. Don't kid yourself. Stop second guessing that. You have all the tools within you to step forward into your next season. Something good is about to happen for you. You just need to take stock of everything that you've done up until now, weigh your options, and see where the best course of action is to go from now. You're coming to a decision where you're to like a crossroads, I think. And by this crossroad, you're kind of depleted. You don't feel you really have any direction at this time. But you need to go within, gain a different perspective, and work on your self-empowerment, work on your way of movement, and find out what your new intention is going to be to move forward. You may be being brought to a precipice of making a decision you're going to use your intuition for. So stand on it. We're done 3. I'm not doing 4. Spirit corrected me. Now, because Kitty was so nice enough to throw a little tip, and Cesar throw a little bit of a tip, I gave them a couple cards. This concludes tonight's reading. I wish you the best of all of your endeavors. Please know that I love you. Be to yourself if you can't be good at it. And until the next video, have a beautiful evening.